Hi, my name is Liz Hathaway and welcome to 2021. Great sort of feel, doesn't it? 2021. I've still got that feeling we're going to have a good time in the 2020 sometime. It's taken a bit of a while to get started, but 21, it's the number of the dice, it's the number of spots on the dice, it's that roll the dice feel, you know. There can be luck for us in this year for sure. It's also the age, interestingly in the US, you have to be 21 before you can enter a casino. So this number 21, it has that key of the door feel to it. So what's it looking like? What's this first week of the new year? What is it bringing us? Well, actually heaps. It's bringing us stacks. It's quite a mountainous week really. We have on Tuesday, January the 5th, we're going forward, not backwards, Liz. We have Mercury conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. It's kind of like the last, you know, Pluto is this sort of last, what should we say, the last man standing now in Capricorn. He's sort of, you know, over the years, beginning in the early 80s with Neptune, you know, Capricorn has been allowing all these major planets through its portals. They've been kind of meeting up in there, conjuncting in there, goodness knows what. And now Pluto is the last man standing. Mercury conjunct Pluto. Mercury has an affinity with Pluto. Mercury was, you know, traditionally the god that would lead the souls into Hades, right? He's a psychopomp. He has this role. He's also the god of crossroads, Mercury. So it's a Mercury-Pluto conjunction. What are we thinking about? Maybe there's some reflection, maybe some intention setting, some moment to take stock. It's an earth sign. We're coming into the last, you know, degrees of Pluto in Capricorn. So it's a moment to reflect, make mental notes maybe, and to start kind of getting that focus on the long-term vision for what's ahead in 2021. What are our plans? What do we want to earth in this coming year? On Wednesday, we're in this last quarter moon, of course. You know, we're going to have a new moon coming up on the, I think, let me just check that. I think the new moon in Capricorn will be on it's next week, isn't it? It's next week on the 11th. I'm finding this an interesting new moon because I'm going to be starting a new project with Laura Boomer Trent. I think we're going to be doing something on that new moon for the CIA. So there'll be more information on that at some point. I'll do maybe an extra vlog. So the last quarter, you know, that's bringing things to completion, tying things up, because we also see on that day Mars is finally leaving Aries, moving into Taurus. That's a big switch. I mean, Mars has been in Aries for months. Normally he's only about 6 weeks, you know, something like that in a sign, but he's been in Aries for more than 6 months. I'm one of these people actually, for the one and only time in my lifetime, I had a triple Mars return. I mean, you know, it's kind of mind-boggling, a triple Mars return. Think about that. And it's been quite a big year for me as well, you know, and ending on a high note as well with a sort of a test for COVID, which was negative. Thank you, Cosmos. So we have Mars moving into Taurus, powerful Mars in Taurus. It hasn't got that sort of heated rush and enthusiasm that Aries has, but it does have that sort of plod, patient, methodical, won't be rushed, won't be hurried along, goal orientated, very practical, you know, kind of headstrong as well. The bull is going on its own path, don't cross it, don't rouse it. It's just a solid, strong, productive, focused Mars, fixed signer. It's like almost like the cardinal seeded a lot of things, that, you know, new energy, and now Taurus is going to establish it. It's good. So, you know, it's a great, I like Mars in Taurus. It's physically incredibly, it has the potential to really see things through. So, you know, we're getting this really nice energy, Mercury-Pluto conjunction, Mars into Taurus. So it's a good start. It's a good start to the year. First aspect that Mars will make is an opposition to the moon in Scorpio. So it's immediately sort of like going into this sort of deep dark Scorpio territory, where we have to sort of examine our own psyche maybe. And, you know, with Aries, everything's interesting. Aries is not very good for finishing things off. So maybe we're coming into that phase where we have to decide what we're going to actually work on, where we're going to put the focus, because there's so much fixed energy around this year that we can really get focused, we can really be productive, we can really have a sort of motive for doing things. And that's really, I think, one of the big things this year. What is going to motivate us? So then we see on Friday Mercury moving into Aquarius, where it feels very comfortable. It's the world of ideas, and Mercury is actually setting up this whole sort of Aquarius vibe, because Mercury will go retrograde on the 31st of January, and in the meantime, you know, other planets have shifted into into Aquarius as well. So we're kind of getting ready for that big sort of pile up in Aquarius. I think it's on February the 10th. So we're coming into that. Mercury's very often, you know, what's the word? He's almost like the bell ringer, you know, like saying this is what's coming, you know. He's a harbinger of things. He's letting us know, the sort of clarion call, you know. So Mercury into Aquarius, we're getting to this higher ground where we can see ahead. It's visionary very often, Aquarius. It has that capacity, like Sagittarius has it really as well. It's that ability to see a direction for society, where we could be heading, where we could best go. So Mercury in Aquarius, and on that same day we see Venus moving into Capricorn. Whereas Venus in Sag, it's party. Must have been very hard Christmas actually for Venus in Sag, not being able to do its thing. But Venus in Sag does have that quality of trust, has that quality of openness. Nothing is fixed. It's a movable sign. It's immutable, so everything's possible. And then Venus gets into Capricorn, and it's about commitment. What are we committing to? What's important? What do we want to actually establish? Capricorn likes to establish things. It wants to see things bear fruit. It's kind of quite calculating in that way. It wants commitment. So there's a change there with Venus in Capricorn. But of course, Mars is in Taurus. So it's, you know, this is an earthy lineup here with Venus and Mars. You know, these two planets are going to have a bit of a love-in, whichever way you look at it. So yeah, Venus into Capricorn, Mercury into Aquarius, all on Friday. And at the same time, the Sun is sextiling Neptune. So there's the theme there of grace, the theme of redemption, the theme of, it's almost like the giving pledge, isn't it? You know, Venus in Capricorn though, Sun in Capricorn as well. So there is always that hands-on pragmatic quality with the Sun in Capricorn. It doesn't want to waste energy. It wants to, it values time, Capricorn. Pluto in Capricorn too, it's about valuing time. Time is our most valuable possession. It's our most valuable commodity. And it's the one thing that we don't actually know how much that is going to be appointed to us, which makes it even more our greatest treasure. So it's a really nice sextile, so it's very visionary as well, but it's a very sort of Capricorn type of vision. It has to bear fruit, it has to be productive. And then on Saturday, the energy shifts a little bit with Mercury square Mars, Mercury in Sagittarius. So, you know, there's that clash of ideas, there's that sharpness, there's that cutting edge. There's also the ability to cut through the crap. I mean, Mercury in Aquarius does not suffer fools gladly. So there's a sort of intensity and urgency about the communication on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we see, of course, then Venus embracing Mars, the Venus trine Mars, which I always think is so productive for new relationships and for forging new bonds. So it's a fantastic first week of the year. 2021, you know, bring it on. Thank you for listening. Oh, and by the way, my review of the year is up on YouTube as well. My bird's eye view of the year. And look out for Laura Boomer Trent and I. We're going to be doing a new little thing for the CIA where we're going to be looking at the new moons for every month, setting the intentions for the month ahead. So more on that very soon, because we've almost got a new moon. So sometime this week, that egg will be hatched. Thank you for listening. Have a great week. Bye.